let's go.
Hello, thanks for tuning in.
Hello. Ooh, it was a very scary week.
Was it ever?
A crazy week.
That's putting it.
I'm actually behind. I haven't got my gloves on yet.
Yeah.
Kat's in.
Oh,
Timey-wimey girl. Hi, Kat.
Hi, Kat.
Welcome. Oh my God. I don't know what to say.
He's speechless. It's a first.
No, it's not a first. I'm just
A
really
second?
tired. I'm exhausted, and I think it's been.
Yes.
Patricia, hi, nice to see you.
Hello.
Yeah, I've got. Well, we're excited about today's show. Timey-wimey girl is mermaids in space. Yeah, that's about it, eh? Timey-wimey girl is in the chat. We're gonna bring her on in about 20 minutes, and then everybody will get a wonderful chance to meet her and her beautiful channel. And yeah, so welcome. We made it. I honestly, I really wanted to chintz out, not do the show today because I'm really tired.
But the show must go on.
Yeah, the show must go on, but we have coffee, so that helps.
That's a good coffee.
So in about,
Mm.
yeah, much love and hugs. Thank you so much. Yeah, and the same to you too. Who's here? Patricia? I guess you're the only one that's here. It says 4 concurrent viewers.
Oh, okay.
People who don't know or may not know, but actually we'll get into that later. But let's see, where were we this week? We went to my father-in-law's place. He is currently undergoing a course of chemotherapy. He did have his spleen removed in June?
Yeah,
June?
that's
Yeah,
right.
we had...
Mid-June or so.
Yeah, we drove him to his hospital appointments then and stuff like that, and apparently it didn't catch it all, so there's been some regrowth, and this time they're going to use they did use some radiation on his brain, and there was a bit of swelling apparently, so his memory has suffered some issues. And of course, he needed somebody to drive him to these chemotherapy appointments. So I was tasked with doing that. And I also, in the meantime, there was like 6 trips back and forth to the farm and to here and back to the chemotherapy place and then back to the farm and whatnot, which is fine, but not fine, but you know what I mean.
It's a lot of running around.
Yeah, a lot of running around. Hi, Remy. Nice to see you, man.
Remy.
It's been a while.
Hey,
I'm just relating the story of our arduous week. And the thing is, they had an old satellite dish from, it's about almost 20 years old now, which my father-in-law and I installed back then. But I mean, he's 88, so he can't really climb up the old television antenna mast anymore. So so what happened was that they upgraded for free his old satellite dish to the new one, so it's a high def thing, and they had bought a high def television about last year, I think, sometime.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And but they were just using the old satellite feed, right? So it didn't do it justice at all, and it looked kind of actually worse. So they didn't understand like what a difference like a high def feed would be. So they had all this equipment lying around, and I decided, well, I'll do this. I'll set it up because they're like, this is all they have left in their life is television, and the old satellite is like, it was misaligned. It was a small dish, and we're down to like 2 channels. One was Golf Channel, which of course Don loved. He had golf 24 hours a day, and then
Mom wouldn't be too thrilled.
yeah, and my mother-in-law they didn't realize that there was a second channel that they could get, which was Turner Classic Movies, and so they had two channels really. But I mean, you know, so I took it upon myself to install the new satellite dish, and that was a horror show. Oh. I'm holding the satellite dish. It's like, you know, it's huge. It's like my hands. I can't get both hands on the screen at once. It's like huge like this, and it sticks out like that, and or like that. Anyway, and then so it's awkward, right? So I'm holding it in one hand, and it's like, you know, and it's got this big thing on the front, and I'm trying to like put some U-bolts in and hook it back up, and I had it tied up with rope and everything else. It was like,
oh, and that's swinging around.
Oh, and I thought, you know, of course I'm hanging on with one hand on the television mast, and it's like, if I fall and break my neck, that would be just kind of, you know.
Oh, that would just be the icing on the cake.
And it was like terrifying. It was really terrifying. So it was all of that, and I just drained myself, you know, doing all of this stuff, and of course the coaxial cable broke, and luckily I'm one of those weirdos that has a coax cable crimper. So I had to make a special trip back to our place here to pick up this crimper to put on a new end on the coaxial cable, which I was able to do. And then finally, just 2 hours before we were going to leave to come back to here, I got it all working, and it's beautiful.
Oh,
the signal, it's gorgeous, and I have like all this channels, and it's like they're just sort of sitting there with like stunned look on their face, like, wow, we hadn't it's not saying that out loud because
they're not. You can just see it by looking at,
you know, but they're sitting there like with their jaws hanging open, and it's like it's like they had no concept of how a big screen, high definition
what it
picture would look like.
And it looks amazing.
So it sort of made it worth it doing all of that. So that's sort of the upshot. And do I talk about the parking?
Yes, talk about the parking. If you dare.
So
this is the real drama.
My father-in-law said, hey, you know, I'm having these issues. I can't drive anymore, and he's got like 4 appointments coming up in November, right? But we don't own a vehicle ourselves, so he was going to give us the vehicle for whatever length of time that you know the chemotherapy course would be. And then I said, okay, fine, you know, I'll call up our building rental officer and I'll see if I can get some tenant parking here. Why not, right? And now, our landlord they're called the Centertown Citizens. Centertown Citizens of Ottawa Corporation, CCOC, yeah. And they own a multitude of buildings downtown. And the way this works, it's a mix of 60% rent geared to income, or is it 35% rent geared to income and 65% market rent? One of those combinations, right?
I think it's the 30%. Rent geared to income, I think.
Right.
35 maybe? I don't know exactly. It's been a while since I've seen the figures.
Right, anyway. So they own a fair number of properties. So it's like we're not just limited to the choice of the parking spots in our building, because there's a lot of other buildings around here. And I know for a fact that not every spot's going to be taken.
No.
So, you know, I made a phone call, had a conversation, and the first thing was like, no, and then some email exchanges. And the guy said, no, I can't, there is no parking available in this building, even though I had asked in the telephone conversation that he asked some other, you know, asked around some of the other buildings. So he said, no, there's no parking. Here's a letter to the city, so you can park on the street. But I mean, that's no good, because we're not going to be driving the vehicle every day. I would still have to check on the vehicle every day, and that's just not going to work. You know, it's impossible. So I said, you know, in our conversation, I had asked you to check around with some of the other buildings. Right. So then he said, oh, okay, yeah, and then he tried to put the blame back on me and said, you had asked for a solution ASAP. No, and of course that's not true. I had asked for a solution ASAP of indoor parking. and tenant parking, not on the street. So he neglected and had glossed over that aspect of it. So he sends me back an email and says, "Oh yeah, you got this. I got this one on this other building over here." So I called him and left a message on his voicemail, and then he said, "Oh wait, I was just informed that there was a spot in our building here." Lo and behold, so just get back to me with the registration, and then you'll be charged this tenant rate. So I called him, and he knew right from the outset, or didn't, that this wasn't a vehicle that was registered to us. It was registered to my father-in-law, and he was letting us use it for X amount of time. And then he said that, "Oh, by the way, is the vehicle registered to you? Because if it isn't registered to you, I have to charge you double what the tenant rate is." And it's like, oh, great. That's not something we can afford. And I didn't expect my father-in-law to pay that. So I just said, wow. Wow. And he said, the reason we do this is because we have had issues, and then if we have the contract with you and somebody parks in your space, and by law, now let's get this straight. This is an underground locked keypad entry parking spot on private property, and he's trying to tell me that city bylaw officers are the ones that are going to enforce the spot. And that they said, well, because the vehicle's not registered to you, we're not going to be able to enforce that contract. So it's just lies and more lies.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And the reason is because we happen to be having a rent geared to income unit. And so what they're trying to do is turf out people who are in our situation from accessing and claiming parking places that we should normally be able to claim, because they know that they can give more parking places to rent to market rent people, and also any spots that aren't claimed, they can open that up to random people who call in off the street for double what they would get from a tenant. So it's just a bureaucratic money grab and treating people like us as second-class citizens.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, hi everybody. Let's get some confetti going.
Well, it's probably good to say. Is Hal around?
Oh shoot! I forgot about Hal.
Yeah, I was waiting
Hal!
I kept waiting to see, for some clapping.
I know.
Or something.
I forgot all about Hal.
That's okay.
We were late too. I didn't get started until just 2 minutes ago, and that was like the last thing. Oh man! So thanks for everybody for being here. This is just fantastic. I'm glad we made it. I'm sorry I put you through this terrible story, but it just was icing on the cake. And it's like my mother-in-law is suffering from, let's face it. Let's be real here. She's got early signs of dementia, and my father-in-law has got cancer. And he's got memory problems himself. Yeah, we got Hal, thank you.
Hal 9K.
Oh boy, yeah.
Well, do you feel better getting that parking story off here?
Yeah, I do. I couldn't sleep last night. I was up until 4 a.m, and can I tell him that you were snoring?
Yeah. Yes, you could tell him.
So Shelley was snoring. I mean, she was out of it like a light, and I'm having this thing here, and I finally woke her up because she has this little tiny appliance you can put in her nose. Sorry to reveal that.
No, it's not a big
deal. And said, would you mind? And then I told her, I said, I can't sleep. I'm thinking about this stupid parking thing. And I said, tell me to forget about it. Tell me to put it. And then she said, forget about it. So as soon as she said that, it was like boom. I put it in the back of my head. I was thinking about the wonderful job I did with the satellite dish.
Okay, so from now on, if you're getting worked up about something and you can't sleep, forget about it.
Forget about it.
All right.
Plus, I've got this blemish on my face.
Forget about it.
Giant pustule, which.
All right, forget about it. I think it makes you look like Robert De Niro, so just relax.
Yeah, and now, shoot.
Careful.
We have Panic Pete under glass in a bell jar now. So he has a special place on our desk. I better get him out. I forgot to get him out.
Yes. Should have taken him with you on our trip there, because I think you needed it several times.
Koaf gets that crazy look in his eye like Samuel Jackson gets angry. I know.
Good thing he doesn't talk like Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. Hi, BTD. Nice to see you, buddy. Remy Moore, TG7. Hal, you're a good bot. I love you. Forget about it. Go back to sleep. Wake me again. What forget about it means, right, Shelley? Yeah. Wait, don't wake me again is what forgot about it means, right? No. No. Because, she asked me actually to wake her if the snoring kind of...
Yeah, really. Well, I mean, I can get back to sleep.
So I held her nostrils shut until she woke up.
You did?
I did.
I didn't even know.
It didn't work.
It didn't?
No, you started breathing through your mouth. So I had to sort of push you on the shoulder a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Come on, lady.
I didn't know you grabbed my nose. Didn't feel a thing.
I thought it would work, but, let's see. Let's get back to chat a little bit. Welcome to Canadian Communist States National Section of Parking Spots. No, it's regressive. Here, this is an organ. Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Forget about it.
Yeah. Catudio, Old Dirty Ninja. Cool video, guys. Hey, nice to meet you, buddy.
Old Dirty Ninja.
Old Dirty Ninja.
That's somebody's handle?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a great name.
I don't know, he's got something crossed out there.
What was that?
It looks like...
Clean Ninja? Young Clean Ninja?
No, it's like... I think it's the symbol for... What's that symbol for... Something will take over the world? That Simpsons thing? Freemasons. He's got a Freemason symbol crossed with a line through it.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
Freemasons rule the world.
Freemasons rule the world.
A little funny voice I had for that.
Anyway, let's get a little bit of... Hi, everybody. We got some reverb going.
Oh, do we? Wow, I love reverb.
I love reverb, too.
I can't hear it, though. It's no fun when you can't hear it.
Well, we get so much feedback we did, so I'll turn it off again. All right, so where are we? 2:17, about 3 more minutes, and then we're going to bring our special guest star on today. But before we do that, we're going to have... Okay, a bit of... whoops, already had... Gonna get my heads going there. Just a bit of Koaf's head snow.
Ow. I got hit by one.
Oh, stop that, woman.
Those things hurt,
And let's see if we can get a... I'm gonna take the gloves off because I'm already getting warm. Yeah, next thing you know, we're sitting here with our shirts off because it's too hot. I wish.
I don't know about you, but I'm not taking mine off.
Oh, boy.
Yet.
Oh,
somebody came in.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. It can only be attributable to human error. The sort of thing has cropped up before, and it has always been due to human error.
Oh, this can only come from Hal.
It's thanking me for coming back. It says, welcome back, CoriolisAffectment.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm so confused.
Been taking a little trip out the airlock recently, have we?
Yeah. Well, Hal's memory has never been the same ever since.
Oh, yes, since Dave went to work on him.
Yeah. Okay, so let's...
somebody
what about
showed
the
up.
Illuminati?
Oh.
What's up, my bodiless friends? Oh, it's Brokenecks.
Oh, okay.
He's angry, and now the gloves have come off. Actually, I'm kind of over it. I'm just glad I got it off my chest. It's like, this is the thing. They don't expect people in our situation are not expected to fight for our rights. We're not expected to even know better. This is what galls me, is the fact that he can tell somebody, or they can tell somebody anything they like, and they figure we're so stupid that we won't call them on it. And it's like, come the hell on, So they're supposed. This is an organization. Shut up! Sorry.
Pete.
Okay, it's time. Time to bring on Timey-wimey girl. Let's start the video, and I'll get the link. Connecting. There, okay. Link has been copied. I'm sending the link. Right. Where's Twitter?
Where's everything? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it goes to the window. Oh, there's Twitter. Okay. Control V. There we go. All right, timey-wimey girl. Just waiting for your entree. Let's get our thing plugged in, shall we?
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I think I am plugged in. Yep, I am.
Okay. Alrighty.
There we go.
I suppose Alan K's been smoking a little funny tobacco. That's legal in 2 days, if you can believe it or not. Yeah.
Well, let's do the wave for that. Oh. Yeah, you got to do the wave with me, will you?
Oh, I don't have my wet gloves.
Oh, well. Yeah, well, whatever. Well,
okay, so we're just waiting on timey-wimey girl. There she is.
Outstanding.
Okay, let me just double check here. Yeah, it goes to the window.
Wow.
I hope I used the right mic.
I'm not getting any audio.
No?
All right, timey-wimey
Let
girl.
me mute you.
Just waiting for you.
There we go. I muted you there. And let me fix my audio and mute.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We're not getting any audio. Nope, still not. Nope. Is it from me? There's no audio.
Okay, can you hear me now?
No. Just a
Can you
sec.
hear me?
Maybe
No?
maybe it's me.
Oh, maybe.
No. My audio is
Wait,
apparently
hang on.
good.
Okay.
Hang on. Let me try something. 1 second.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna fix something.
Okay.
Let me see. Why is it not working?
Sorry, folks.
It's
Just a little
not.
technical difficulty.
I apologize. It's showing that it's working on my end. It's picking up the
You look good,
microphone.
though.
Yeah, you do.
It's picking up the mic. I don't know. My end, you can't see it.
No.
Can I have a pen and paper? Put that down. Can I have a pen and paper? Put it down. I'll talk to you later about it.
Take your
Can
time.
you hear me
We'll take
or no?
your time. No. Oh, okay. All right, folks.
What's
Oh yeah, Harry and yeah, we're gonna have a nice cup of coffee there.
Okay.
I'm gonna just transition you over anyway, and you hear Tiny?
Oh, okay, so it is us then, I guess.
Ah, okay. Hi guys, you can hear me. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
That's
They
really
can hear me, and
she's out of
thank you.
position, too.
I got a pen and paper for you guys,
I don't know what's going on.
and I can.
Oh, I thought she was holding up what do you call it?
Ready?
What is going on here? Oh, I mean, I'm telling you. Just a sec.
You and they, those wonderful people in the audience,
Maybe it's me.
can hear me.
Oh, I can hear you and they can hear me. But I can't hear you.
That's
I
weird.
got that.
Have you plugged in the right spot?
Maybe I know why.
Hey,
I'm
Alan.
plugged in the wrong spot.
Alan, am I looking at the wrong person? I should
Well,
pop
don't
out
have
the
to keep
chat.
track of, so.
Pop out that chat. Ooh, I'm in the sun. I'll try and adjust myself. Ah, okay, thanks.
What's going on?
I don't know. Because I can hear you guys.
Oh,
I
wait.
can hear you fine. Oh, it's Linda Gale Lamb. Okay, are you related to Alan Lamb?
Sorry, just.
You are a cat.
I know. I'm gotta fix the sun too.
I'm
It's all
trying-
screwed up.
I'm trying to move it a little bit too. I'm fun. Hang on, ready? Let's see. That maybe? That better? Good. Maybe?
There,
Let's
okay,
see
that's
something.
better.
Hide the name.
And now, why is the audio messed up?
Can you hear
I just
me?
changed the.
Excuse me.
You still can't hear me. Let's see.
Testing.
So how are you guys
Okay,
doing
well, it
in the
seems to
chat? What's going on? Hi,
all right
Patricia.
there. Testing.
Is Patricia and Linda related?
Testing. No.
Do we have a
I
whole
can't
family
hear a goddamn
here?
Some kind of an
Can you
input
hear
setting.
me? They can't hear me still. I'm sorry.
I would guess so, but I
Okay.
don't
wish
know
I
which
could
one
fix
it is
the,
or where.
What do you call
Oh,
it?
wait,
Thing?
I think I know what it is. Let me see. Where is this one? I think I need to monitor this one. Just hang on.
I don't know. You tell me.
Properties.
Da 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 bum bum. Dee 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 dee. Oopsie, I went too big. I didn't mean to do that.
No.
Just wanted to move it over, not have it do that.
Can we hear it now? Sun, oh my God.
What's going on with the sun? Oh, it is burning Shelly's hair. Shelly, your hair is going to be on fire. Oh, it's your Uncle Alan.
Yeah,
I know him from here. He is one of my wild ones. That's awesome that you guys are all related. That's very cool. An entire family. My family avoids YouTube. Like the plague, they hide from me.
Well, I'm still amazed that you make this all work anyway.
Oh, I know. Tell me
it's
about
crazy.
it.
I mean, it's so many screens.
I'm wondering how far back the chat is because it looks like it's a ways back.
I can't.
I wonder why you
figure out
can't
what's
hear.
going on. I can't figure out what's wrong.
Do you want me to hang up and come back? I should write that down. Ready? Here we go. We're gonna try this. I will
I see that.
hang.
It says the vid
and come back.
What's that?
I will hang up and come back. Yeah, but I don't. It'll be just the same thing. You know?
Sometimes that works. No, sometimes that works.
All right, try it.
Sometimes it.
It's worth
Okay.
a shot.
She's gonna hang up and then come back, and that sometimes works.
Okay. Oh, thanks.
Good. Lip reading. Okay. Leave the meeting. Be right back, guys.
Yeah. See, there's two. I don't know what's wrong. Oh, then now here we're in the sun. You know, man, I'm so sorry. No, I didn't think it would work.
I'm back.
She already did hang up. All
right, Can you hear me now?
I'm gonna end the chat and then I'll send you another link. Let's see if that works.
Oh, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, so I'm gonna end the meeting. And then
I don't remember hearing the doorbell sound when she came in initially, or both times actually.
I know that, Shelley, because we don't have the audio, and I don't know why.
Okay, well, I just wondered if that would clarify anything.
Actually, you know what I think it is? It's maybe because I had this started already. I think I had the Zoom started before this, so this is now I restart it now because OBS wasn't running when I started it.
Oh, okay.
That's what the problem is.
Oh,
so now I stopped that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Let's see now. So if I go back and restart Zoom now, OBS is very funny at how it likes to have things set up.
Yeah, we had problems with this before.
Yeah.
I mean, not with this
now,
specific thing.
now they know the secret.
Ah, it's out now. I hope that's it.
So I'm sending her another link.
We may have to go into extra innings for this.
Oh, seriously. Turn it off and turn it back on again. I know, eh? Ooh. Okay, we can hear you. Okay, well, that's good.
Okay, well, some of it's working.
I have no idea what's... Okay, so just waiting on...
I think you're right. Probably something to do with the order of operations in OBS. Hi, Cat.
Ugh.
Still no doorbell sound.
Computer audio. Can you hear me?
Oh, wait, let's transition.
Hello, hello. I am back. I have returned. I swam out to the ocean a little, and I'm
thing.
Oh, great! There we go. There's your reason.
What?
What's
the reason? Hello? Oi. Sorry, guys.
I can't
Shove
hear
my
her.
neck in the face like that. That's a little rude. I'm gonna try something because I seem to be a little
test,
dark.
test.
Got this silly little thing. I'm gonna put it here and see if it helps.
I
Help for
can't
2
restart
seconds.
OBS because it cuts the stream.
I know that. So what do you do?
Right, I'm not muted here now. And you guys can hear me again in the chat, I'm assuming. We can. I could speak. You guys could type it and then tell him what I'm saying. What do you think?
Let me try the properties.
I need to go to live chat, please, not talk chat. We could play like telephone. I'll speak. You guys in the chat, tell him what I'm saying, and then refer it on to him.
No.
I froze you guys completely. I can't. Where's my... There it is. Come on, you can play nice. There we go.
I can't figure it out.
Has anybody in the chat got any ideas there?
I can't hear Timey Wimey Girl, so it doesn't. You know, we really should have tested this before. I mean, we really should have.
I think I just closed something I shouldn't
it's
have.
like too late because
I made a boo-boo. I clicked on something. I did something bad.
In stream here.
What did I do?
Properties.
Okay, there. Sorry, I minimized it. That's what I did, guys. Silly me. The only other thing, I don't know, but that wouldn't work. I was thinking maybe if they turn on their... you'd hear double though if it turned on their thing.
I can see it here. Can you say something?
I'm speaking. Hi.
Yeah, see, I can see it here, but I'm not getting, and it's not coming out here.
It's not coming out of your speaker. Check the. Tell them to go to. Where was I? I saw it. Go up to the. Where did I see that? Okay. Tell them to go next to where the microphone is.
What'd you do?
Yay!
But now we're getting echo. Just a sec. Test. Say something.
Hi.
I got you, but I'm still getting echo.
Yay.
Testing.
Well, it's
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, good to hear you.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, Lordy.
Good to hear you.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
So how'd you get that?
Good to be heard.
It was the microphone. I had to allow it for some reason.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
Well, because they don't want, you might have had it set up that the person comes in muted no matter what. That way, if somebody shows up and you're talking,
all right. How's I'm still getting echo though.
Hi.
Oh, I know why. Because I'm monitoring these ones.
Oh, okay.
So I'll turn off the monitor on those. All right.
There's the chat. I found you.
I'm so sorry, everyone. That but this is the sort of.
Oh, way to go! You got it solved.
Yeah.
That's
I'm so glad I had a pen and paper handy.
Yeah, that's.
And my Blurb went and got it for me. Thank you, Blurb.
Test.
He won't ever go on TV. I mean, on camera. So I call him my Blurb because if he's ever in the film, I'll have to edit him out.
Am I showing the volume for Timey?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Are you guys okay? Is there still echo?
I don't hear an echo.
No, I don't either.
I do, but I don't know if it's from.
They hear it in chat is the question. I guess.
That's what I'm asking.
You guys
actually.
hear an echo in chat?
Wonder Music said there was an echo.
Oh, okay.
Am I getting echo? Maybe feedback from your microphone?
Oh, I wonder if my mic is picking up you guys.
Yeah, because you should be wearing headphones too, I think.
My laptop won't work that way. When I put maybe I wonder.
Because that's how I'm getting echo back. I think.
A favor. I'm sorry. Can you grab me my blue headphones, please? And I'm gonna try them. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
So this is
in the past it wouldn't work because they would not let the mic work, so nobody could hear me when I used the headphones. But I didn't have this mic.
Oh, okay. Are you using an external microphone now?
Huh?
Are you using an external microphone now?
Yeah, I'm using my my blue snowball.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's it should work. I hope it should work now.
It's funny. I'm hearing you echo, but not her.
So you're hearing me echo
very faintly
because you're speaking and my mic's picking it up.
Yeah, and then it comes back this way.
It's all very confusing.
I think.
I don't pretend to understand this.
He's getting my headphones. I'll put them on.
Oh, okay.
They're
not getting echoes.
Well, Sergey said there was something, but
yeah,
I don't. It's still coming on.
More 8-second delay.
Oh.
No echo now. Please turn the chat to live so you'll see what we are saying. Okay, I'll do that too. Top chat, live chat. There we go. Well, I am.
Yeah, live chat's always better because you miss people otherwise.
Yeah. Okay. So while you're waiting for the I think.
All right. I'm trying to get comfortable.
Yeah. All right. So.
Hi guys. How are you?
The joys of technology.
Yeah. Let me just step back. I'm gonna just turn out.
Now I'm hearing me echo. It's weird.
Yeah, because you're speaking and it's going in my mic. I don't.
If you turn down your speakers a little bit, it might cut the sensitivity.
Yeah,
so if you turn it down to the point where you just hear us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that working now?
Is that better?
Yeah.
My mic over a little bit too, but can you hear me okay?
Oh, I can hear you fine. I'm
okay. Because I move my mic that way. That way it's not right in front of the.
Right. Okay, so let me see okay, first of all, I'd just like to say, yeah, we have actually 2 monitors now, so I can spread out. Everything is sort of spread out now. It's a lot more comfortable for me to switch between views. So it was my fault. What did I have wrong here on my end? It was because I had my.
When you set it up initially.
Yeah.
You probably, I don't know 100%, but I know when I was looking at setting it up, I haven't actually used it yet. You probably hit a setting that when a person comes into Zoom,
that they're
immediately, it's on Zoom. It's not anywhere else. They immediately get muted that way.
And it's probably defaults to that when there's an update or something, because I think I had turned that off.
Oh, got you.
Yeah. And then they turn that back on.
Yeah, I know I've considered doing it because I've seen people.
It says always mute microphone when joining meeting, but I have that blank. I have unchecked that. So I don't know what happened.
Can you hear me still?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, and we're not getting the echo.
I can hear you.
No.
Or are we?
No.
No.
It works now.
Okay, good. Perfect.
It works now. Good.
Oh, good.
Yay.
Excellent.
Yeah, chat problems. Well, it's still. I was going to say, preface this by saying it's still kind of early days for the technology and us getting comfortable with it all. You know.
Wow.
I'm just going to move everything over slightly as well here. Move you over.
I'm just glad you had 2 screens to work with this on. Can you imagine this on 1 screen?
Why can't I move the flames?
Oh, I can't see the flames because I wasn't looking at that. I only have 1 screen. That's why. I'm in the flames.
Oh, yeah, you're in the flames.
Poor Shelly's getting burnt really bad. Is your head getting really hot?
Well, that's why I'm trying to move the flames. Why is the flames not moving, man?
Yes, I'm getting burnt over here.
I know.
It's gonna, before.
You're heating her up.
Oh, anyway,
there.
I'll leave that alone. Stop fooling with it.
Okay,
sorry, I'm talking to myself here.
I'm being barbecued here.
I see that.
Let me see. Last year's show. No. Yeah. So let me just.
Hi, Arnold. How are you?
Oh, Arnold Will. That's one of welcome. Thank you for joining us. Oh, I remember you.
Yes. Yes. Cats. Mia.
What's wrong with me? I'm so out of it, man.
Mia and.
Take a breath and let it go. Are you ready?
That's good.
Everybody, just take a deep breath in.
Yeah.
And let it out.
I'm just not like that, though. You
didn't try.
There it is. Is that the flame? Oh, there. I think that's it. Oh, that's the whole thing.
Better.
There we go.
Excellent. Way to go.
There you go, center down.
Champion.
Why, that's me.
So many widgets and widgets and settings. How can anybody keep it all straight? I know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It scares me just watching this.
I'm actually kind of proud of myself for having done what I have done. So now, before we start, I'm just going to show everybody your channel. And of course, that's like on another thing here. So I'm just going to go to the web page for a second. There, transition. Okay. And even so, this page is still busy as all heck. I'm going to move this over here. There, I can see myself better. And this is Timey Wimey Girl's channel. Timey Wimey Girl 7.
That is me.
So please check that out. She's at 977. So you only need like 23 more people before you hit that 1,000.
Wow, excellent.
Yeah, I'm not one of those.
Honestly.
Oh, somebody just joined us! Yay! Whoever you are, thank you for joining us.
Hey, Scrumptious Model Train.
Oh, Scrumptious Model Trains. I haven't seen you for a while.
And
reviewing, playing, and more. Nice to see you too, buddy. It's the thing. Like you guys just missed the massive technical
glitch,
confabulation.
So we managed
to fix that. I'm not really one of those. I don't like to. Unless I make a specific time and thing to talk about different, like pages, critiques and stuff. But it's more just to show everybody where you are and say, hey, you do a great show, great channel, and to subscribe to you. So let's go back and get your beautiful face on the star. Hi, Tanya. Thank you for joining us, and it's a pleasure to have you here.
And thanks for your patience.
Yeah, and everyone's actually.
Yes,
so
everyone's. Good point.
Yes.
I've had a couple of conversations with you, like through Twitter, the Twitter chat thing, and actually we did talk through Zoom once before. I remember. How you're reasonably comfortable about talking about your health issues and stuff like that? I gather.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I honestly, how do I put it? I would rather talk about it because I think it's important that people learn more about it. There's a lot of misconceptions with it. And, you run into ignorance because it's actually ignorance, because ignorance means you don't know it yet. You know what I mean? Not forced ignorance, not the, I'm going to pretend I don't know what's going on because I don't want to know sort of thing, you know?
Exactly.
But
so would you like to talk about it a little bit and give us a little briefing of what it means to live with the challenges that you do? Sure.
Well, I have been disabled for about, I'm not good with time. That's another thing. That's part of why my name is Timey Wimey, because time isn't so great for me, and figure, like, I think something happened yesterday and happened last year, I think something happened last year and it happened yesterday. So my memory sort of sucks, but it's been somewhere between 8 and 10 years now. But it goes back originally to 22 years ago. No, more than 22, excuse me, 1992, let's just say that. And, in 1992, I was injured. My neck was injured, and it was, they called it the nerve being traumatized in my neck, several nerves. And it's not my spine, so they can't fix it. And over the course of 20 years, it became hypersensitive, which in turn decided to go ahead, because I'm a little odd in many ways. But in turn, it decided to go ahead and it made my whole entire nervous system hypersensitive, and I have severe fibromyalgia. And for 5 years, I was bedridden. I could not, I could get up and go to the bathroom and things like that, but I couldn't stand for very long, and I really was completely exhausted quite often. Well,
that's one of the symptoms, isn't it? Like fatigue.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. And, I was in pain constantly, and I mean horrific pain constantly. And we moved from New Jersey to Florida for my health, because in the summer months, it wasn't as bad. And when we moved, there was a treatment that I had read about before we had moved, that my doctor in New Jersey, he was a really great doctor. I think it's really important when you have any disease, just to find a doctor that is a partner with you, because the doctor has the knowledge, but you have to live it, and I think it's important to find a partner, rather than just somebody that tells you what to do and you're like, you don't know why, and they don't respect your opinion. I was an office manager for medical and dental offices before I became ill, and I specialized in insurance claim processing. So I have a lot of knowledge.
Well, you've
I don't always remember all of it, but I have a lot of knowledge.
For a second here.
I'm sorry.
Say that again. You struck me as a very, with it and very bright person. Because I think it was, we had a very brief discussion once before, and then I ran into you when you were setting up your own chat bot. What's the pool boy there, the mermaid pool boy?
Yes,
mermaid.
Siamese pool boy.
Yeah, and I was very impressed with the depth of your intellect. So
I enjoyed our conversation.
I do too. I still do, actually. So it's nice to be in touch with you. Okay, I just want so. What was it that got you involved in YouTube? How is it that you came to wanting to do a YouTube channel?
Well, once we got down here, there had been a treatment that I had read about, and I had asked my doctor in New Jersey about it, and he didn't know about it, so he was going to do research. But what I had read and seen, and I'd seen actually a video on YouTube about it, and I saw my channel, by the way. It's the scientist who did the study for LDN with fibromyalgia patients, and it's used also for drug addicts to come off of drugs. But the reason why it works for fibro is that it literally takes your body's own endorphins and it increases them. Every dose you take, it blocks them for a very short period of time. And in doing so, your body's reaction is to make more. So every time you take your medication, you're doubling your endorphins. And I'm not on any pain medication at all any longer. I just take this medication, and my own body is my pain relief. Wow, and it reduces pain by 30% in every single fibro patient that's ever taken it.
Wow,
that's pretty good.
Yeah. And when I got down here, it turned out that the laws in Florida, the pain medication I was on, I had this rule. I was not going to be a zombie. I was not going to be stoned. I wasn't going to, I would take the pain medication to the extent that it would help to bring the pain down to a level I could deal with, but I was not going to be, out of my mind. So what I did was we got down here, and I was double the legal limit in Florida, because in Florida, the law decides how much a doctor can prescribe, not the doctor who knows the patient. It's a violation of the Hippocratic Oath, in my opinion. Say that again.
I was musing. I big why Florida's like that, and I decided not to say it.
Yeah. It's frustrating, to say the least. I mean, it shouldn't be legal. It's a violation. You have the doctors take an oath to treat every single patient as an individual, yet your law tells the doctors what they're allowed to do for their patient.
Yeah.
So they started reducing my pain medication, and I was like, we moved here, my kids aren't even here, and I'm in the same amount of pain I was before. Like, what is the point of this? And I spoke with I switched doctors, actually, because the doctor I had, he didn't pay attention. He didn't look at my record. He didn't do anything. And all he wanted to do was give me a shot. He's like, this will fix it. I'm like, no, it won't. I've had it. It made it worse, a lot worse. Only 0.5% of people, it makes it worse. 0.5%. The rest of the people, it either helps or it doesn't do anything. And I'm in that 0.5% that it made worse. I'm a very odd person, like I said. And what ended up happening was, once I got on this treatment, I started to feel better. Not better, like I can't go back to work better, but my quality of life improved. I could do dishes, and I could, help out a little bit around the house. And I was doing dishes one day, and I started singing again. And I hadn't sung in over 5 years.
Wow.
And I went to karaoke. My friend had gotten me addicted to karaoke, and I won't give the age, let's put it that way. Let's just say later, not when I was in my 20s. And she had took me out and got me
for a moment. It's at this point that I think maybe my 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 impression might fit. One of the things that struck me was when I first ran across your channel and your singing and sort of the karaoke style stuff. And I hope you won't take this the wrong way. I hope no one takes this the wrong way. I mean, really wouldn't consider you, a great singer. Okay. But there's something in the passion, something in the emotion that you put into your voice that's gripping.
Well, thank you.
I can't put for the life of me put a word to that, but there's an element that you project when you sing.
I love singing.
It's fascinating.
I always have. I've sung since I was a kid. And honestly, I know if you go back to my I started out, this is how I started on YouTube. I can't go out. And I've loved sharing when I sung, and I ended up deciding I found this app that allowed me to record myself singing.
That's Smule. Is that the one?
Smule?
Yeah, Smule.
Shmool, is that how you say it?
Whatever,
Shmool.
Smile with a U, and I was able to to record it. And I went, you know what? I have this YouTube channel that I started back when I was still in bed, and I thought I could record my video game capture and put it on YouTube. And I was too sick to even do that. I put like 4 of them up. That was it, and it just sat here. It did nothing. And then I started singing again. And I decided I had a Project 365. I have to go back for a second. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
When I first was told I couldn't work anymore.
Right. I just one quick interruption. Yeah. I just want to point out that Wonder Music said, "Wow, Sergey said TWG7. Wow, 5 years feeling your pain. I was a vocalist and lost my voice almost 5 years ago."
I am so sorry, Wonder Music.
So
that's right.
I truly am. You never know. I don't know how you lost your voice, but I never give up hope, I guess. That there's some way, something that you can find, excuse me, that, how do I put it? When I couldn't sing,
right,
I was depressed. When I couldn't work anymore, I got very depressed. I felt very useless and I was just laying in bed. But I've been through hell in my life and I survived it. So anything after that hell, I've known that I can get through. And I knew I had to break out of the depression. So I started thinking, at that point, I wasn't thinking, what can I do? Because I wasn't there yet. I was still thinking, what can I still do? I hadn't realized that life was over. I'm living a different life now. And I was mourning it, which you have the right to, absolutely, because it is a different life. You've lost a life, and what ended up happening was I realized that I could still take pictures. And I used to be like an amateur photographer, never professional at all. But I loved taking pictures. And I raised 3 kids on my own. I had an ex-husband who had abused me, who caused that damage in 1992. That's why I know exactly when it was, because I know exactly when it happened. And he did his best to torture us through the years, dragged me in and out of court and all that.
I'm so sorry. Just continued. He said,
I'm reading.
It was damaged badly. I hope to restore it. I was really depressed too. Thank you for your words. It was very encouraging.
Wow. Well, I hope you get your voice back.
Yeah,
so you were going to say how you got into this 365?
Yes, because I had started I found Project 365 initially when I was sitting in bed and couldn't move. I could move, but I couldn't do anything, and it's actually something to do with photography, not with singing. That's what it's known for.
So you adapted that for your own use.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, okay. I did a Project 365 first with photos, and I've learned a lot of lessons along the way. One of the lessons was stop being so hard on yourself. Right. If you can't take a picture every day,
yes, you
it's
do.
okay. You know, you take more than one by the end of the year.
Oh, okay. Sorry. It says my internet connection's unstable. Do you want to repeat that last little bit?
Say that again.
Do you want to repeat that last little bit? I think.
Of course. I got 1,600 photos by the end of the year.
Wow.
Jeez, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Because I just, and they're not all good by any means. I just took, honestly, I learned how to edit that year is what I learned. Because the only time I was out and about and could get like nature, which is what I've always loved, was when I was in a car. And how do you take a picture in a car? You take a bunch of them. And then you find the piece inside there that's beautiful and you pull that out. Right. And that's what I did. And so I had plenty of pictures. They weren't all good, you know, but I took plenty of pictures. And I also started playing video games. That was the other thing. And the video games allowed me to feel like I was outside my home.
Yeah, I suppose
because I was able to ride a horse on Red Dead Redemption. And I can't wait because Red Dead 2 is coming out this month. And I'm crazy excited because that game gave me a piece of my life back, you know.
Okay,
that's great.
I just want to. We're starting to run out, getting a little pressed for time.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. not a problem. But I want you to touch on the show that you're doing now currently as well before.
Okay. So quickly, what I ended up doing was once I started singing again. Thank you very much, Wonder Music. Once I started singing again, I decided to adapt it from my Project 365 for my channel. I had committed to singing at least 365 songs by September 1st of this year. I sang 368. And when that happened, I was like, okay, what do I do now? Because I'm not done here by any means. I had stumbled across the worldwide collab. And I was in a contest with the No Small Creator within a group of 12 people doing a collaboration in less than 24 hours. It was insane. I had no idea what I was doing. And we got an honorable mention and we got virtual tickets to Vid Summit because of it. I met amazing people and I started branching out a little more and getting to know more people and building my community. And at this point now, I've been posting 3 days a week music. And then I have my live stream on Thursdays at 3 p.m. And
with your pool boy.
Yes, that's where my pool boys is. It's Timey's pool party. You come and hang out with the blue-haired mermaid. And it's usually really lighthearted, honestly. And there's a lot of music. It's music related mostly. I have a schedule calendar on my channel because it's a 4-week cycle rather than a monthly cycle. And twice a month I have people that are have channels that their channel is not about music, but they have a musical history of some sort or another. And then I have one that is a live jam where I'm having people come on to sing or to play instruments. We're working out some of the details because of the lag issues, but at the moment we're like taking turns at least, and people are playing music. And then lastly, I have one that I just have a Mermaid Tales, I call it. And it's where I just come and chat. Now, my last Mermaid Tales was a little on the, I feel like it wasn't my usual one because I was having a tough time. So all caught up to me. And I thought I was beyond it. And I was not. I pushed too hard.
Yeah.
I pushed too hard. I did too much.
I can relate to that, certainly.
You know, I'm in the B-roll today. The B-roll is being decided tonight at 9 o'clock. We'll find out if I'm moving on to the next bracket, where I have to do a minute-long piece of B-roll, which I'm excited for because it's Halloween themed. It's fun. Just a lot of editing, you know. But I ended up last week. I got hit like I ran into a truck. Either somebody has a voodoo doll, and they got my leg in a vice, or it's just my fibro because I've been tested for everything else.
Yeah, that's the problem when you're living with health challenges that can flare at
knock
any
you
time.
in your butt.
I'd just like to say, I've been very impressed with who you are and what you've done and the challenges that you've dealt with and surmounted, and what you've done and how you progressed with your channel. And I think you deserve everything that you have coming to you. That's good and positive, and I hope.
I try and keep it positive.
Well, exactly,
you have
exactly.
To,
of course, and you do. No, tremendous. This is why this is sort of why I wanted to change track a little bit and talk about you and your situation in a bit more serious light, and because I know you don't normally dwell on this sort of thing on your channel. You sort of more
right. More I do have a vlog that I address it a little bit more, but honestly I haven't done that a whole lot. I think at the moment I'm probably gonna end up doing some more on there, obviously, because
you're building your own community there. I think you're doing a tremendous job. It's just wonderful how that's going for you. And
thank you.
I just want to also mention to everybody, I haven't really expressed or told everybody how I do the interview thing and how I deal with it after the fact.
My alarm's going. Sorry, hang on.
That's okay,
honey. My alarm's going off. Can you grab that? I'm sorry.
That's okay.
My phone's like way over there, and it's going off. And you hear the music in the background now.
I can't hear it. Good. What happens is like this show is live, and then there will be the archive of that, which I leave up. And a month after, so next month, I will be editing out this interview and then publishing that separately, and I'll add a distinct introduction to that, like I do with the
some fun things.
Yeah. So you'll get one of those next month, and I just want to say again, like anybody who'd like to come on the show, I'd love to have you. I don't know what else to say now. I think about wraps it up. We're still working on the technical issues and stuff like that.
That's understandable.
Yeah. So
may I say one more thing?
Absolutely.
I just wanted to let everybody know, if you don't mind, that on my channel there's also a playlist of channels. And if you're new and you're starting out, please do not ever even bother trying that I do for you, you do for me, obligatory thing that we all know about, support for support sort of thing. Don't do that. It doesn't work. You have to build a community and get to know people. And I have a playlist there of channels that can help you do that. They're all there. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. As a matter of fact, you guys are on it.
Oh, that's right. You said, yeah, and thank you very much.
On it from last week. No, thank you, because you give to the community, and that's what anyone who is giving back to the community and in a positive manner, I want to highlight and I want to encourage other people to go to, because I didn't know what to do. I spent 9 months with 22 wild ones, my subscribers.
Yeah.
They were mostly family, and oh my God, that's the other thing I would tell you. If you go back in my archive to the beginning and you compare me then to me now, I had throat surgery in the middle of all of this fibro thing. Wow. So when I started singing again, I had no idea what my voice was like. I had to relearn how to sing. And you can hear the difference. Absolutely hear the difference between then and now. I'm much better.
Well, practice does make perfect, eh?
Yes, it does. The more you do something, the better you get.
Yeah. Patricia was just asking, are the cats around today in the space suits?
In their space suit?
No, Patricia, because I haven't set them up for the interview sort of
You don't want them to get burned on the sun.
Exactly, and they'd be obscuring their face and stuff. I'm gonna have to work it. I don't have confetti or anything else with the interview thing, so
it's okay.
But I
think
have
a mermaid today.
I'm sorry.
I said you have a mermaid today.
That's right.
That's right. Cool boy.
Well, I'll make sure to have the Space Cats there next week. I think we better wrap things up. I mean, it's Sunday. Everybody wants to relax, get back to their lives. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I hope everybody had a good time. Technical issues notwithstanding, I know that was a bit of a drag. Yes. And again, we'll be back next week. And anything to say?
See you then.
Have a good Sunday.
Time you want.
That's awesome. I would just say, be your best self. Go out there and You know, I call people my wild ones because they
wild ones.
When you live your life to achieve whatever dreams you have and find a way, you know. I mean, I'm sitting in a chair. At the moment I can't walk, but I'm still gonna sing, you know what I mean, if I can. Good. And I took the picture still, so just find a way. And if you do that, then you're a wild one like me.
All right, folks, on that note, we'll bid you adieu. Have a good week.
And let's all be wild together.
Bye for now.